Hey, welcome back to the Psychic Soul Healer channel. My name is Laura, if you're new to the channel, and anything of any importance, relevance to the channel, you can find in the description box. Also know that this is a shadow healing channel. So I look at everything, but I also look at the shadows, the spiritual blocks, the shadows, see how they play out as karmic themes within your experience. Gives you a chance to actually heal and shapeshift the situation, which is extremely beneficial, because when you are able to integrate the spiritual lesson, you don't have to relive the same karmic theme that keeps you in a place of limitation. I mean, when we're looking at relationships, a lot of times we're looking at what a person's going to do, but we always want to know why a person does what they do. And to see why we're attracting that person in our life. Like, what's the significance? What is the spiritual significance? Because our relationships from a spiritual perspective are supposed to just teach us about ourselves. They're supposed to teach us about unconditional love. That's the energy that we're made of. However, we all feel separate from this energy. And it's because we live in environments that are imbalanced. And it's no one's fault. It's just there's no perfect down here. So learning how to become strong spiritually is really important for today's day, because what we see is like more and more and more like imbalances. And you can tell when there's an imbalance, when there's um, wars going on, when there's such a divide, when people are angry, when people feel that they can't make money, when they're afraid for their own survival. That's when we know that things are really imbalanced, and no one has to live that way. I mean, we're all spiritual beings having human experiences. So part of the spirit body is that God part of self, and that God part of self is of unconditional love. And so, again, the separation from this part of self is what creates those shadows. So, understanding what your shadows are, like, inevitably allows you to shape shift your reality, to quantum jump into the reality that you want to experience. It's a wonderful thing. All right. Now let's see what the word in the video is. It's perfectionism. Perfectionism. Well, whenever a person has uh wants to be seen as perfect, is because they have a lot of shame. They feel like there's something wrong with them. They feel, again, very disconnected from their higher self, that God part of self, love part. So I feel as if you've experienced that, Gemini. And, listen, energy is fluid, so roles can be reversed. But when we're doing shadows, we're really pulling in always some sort of karmic mate, twin flame, karmic mate, somebody important, someone that's supposed to come into our life. Why? Because we can't walk around with feeling shame, feeling that we need to be perfect. We actually are perfect, just the way that we are, even if we perceive that there are imbalances. It's everything's perception, everything's the way that we look at it. So I feel like your person, Gemini, grew up in an environment that made them feel like not good about themselves. And I feel like they inherited that mainly from their family. Their family had a very hard time financially. There was a lack. That's what they were taught. There's not enough. And so when we come from a place of lack, and it's embarrassing. Listen, it's embarrassing when we don't have the money. It's especially because our society tells us that we need to have money in order for our survival. And if we don't have it, then obviously it creates a lot of fear. And when we're in a place of fear, we can't think. because the mind and the body don't work that way. So I feel as if your person feels very inadequate. And so you're a mirror of who and what comes into your life. That's why I was saying when you're attracting like a soul mate on this level, like a past life karmic mate or again twin flame, it's because this energy needs to come out. It needs to be integrated already because it's the cycles. So I feel as if your person has continually gone into relationship after relationship after relationship, either didn't bring them any satisfaction and they didn't really treat the person very well, or they were taken advantage of. So they've either lived on, flip-flop. They've never been in a balanced relationship. And it's because they're imbalanced, because they have shame. They feel like there's something wrong with them. They feel like they need to be perfect. And whenever we're perfect, we're not coming from the intuitive mind and the creative mind, the higher self, the God part of self. We're coming from the ego, self. Again, and the self is very limited. It's only perceives what it knows, what it's gone through, what it perceives within the environment. And what your person perceived in the environment was that they weren't enough, they weren't good enough, they didn't have enough, and that there would never be enough. So again, too much focus on survival, we're not creating ourselves. So, which is what the actual problem is, why the person feels like they're inadequate. Now, again, you're a magnet of who and what comes into your life. So there could be an element that you felt this way, or you do feel this way. And if you did feel this way, but you don't feel this way, you haven't fully integrated the spiritual lesson yet, meaning you know who you are, you're putting energy towards it, but nothing's manifested. See, not until energy is fully integrated can it really be transmuted. Otherwise, we stay blocked. We stay stuck in this place of limitation of believing that we need something outside of ourselves to be whole. So this is the underlying energy that's influencing your reading. But let's look at the hidden truths, because just because a person feels that they're inadequate doesn't mean that they don't have feelings. The unfortunate part is that they create personas. So what they'll show you is a lot of times not really even what's there. It's what they want you to perceive is there, which is what causes another problem, because then we're attracting unethical and unauthentic people towards us and things towards us like that if we're not true to ourselves. All right, but let's see. I want you. A lot of passion always. Why? Because that's how the universe works. The universe is God, and if God wants you to change, it's going to bring you things to become tantalizing. Well, the devil also works that way too, because it's a level of consciousness, right? So, but I feel like again, this person also, if they feel like they need to be perfect, then and they're always coming from a place of lack, then the energy doesn't feel good. They feel depleted, they feel tired, they feel lethargic. They don't, their mind, and it's because their mind is on overdrive, overthinking. So that's taking a lot of energy. So, of course, what happens? Addictive behavior to feel better unconsciously. I feel like your person has addictive behavior. So, again, they're always led more by passion than by emotion. I can't stop thinking about your very obsessive behavior, wanting to control. Like you may not be giving this person anything, I feel like, because they're person that normally has this type of energy is again a workaholic again, and this is what came out. I bury myself in work. Someone that is very has a lot of fire energy and tends to again perfectionist. They put a lot of time and effort into their business, into their work, and they're good at it. Problem is that they approach relationships the same way, and so this person, like, again, is more strategizing Oh, crap. All right, let's see. Let's see, because they came out. So these two came out, and I'm going to take them because I never feel like there was any mistakes. And only one fell on the ground. I'm going to take them because, again, there are no mistakes. I wish I had treated you better. I know I messed up everything. I hide behind material things. So again, when a person has shame and they want to be seen as perfect, they again try to create that illusion. So they do have nice things. Drive a nice car, maybe lives in a nice house or has really nice furniture. Or again, the perception is they have money. The perception is that they are so successful that again that they're like almost like this person that's like a super person, like like if they're a woman, they work full time, they raise kids, they mow the lawn, they do everything in the house, they're like a wonder person, they're like just perfect, the perception. But it's like there is no such thing. That's we may try to be that way. We may try to control ourselves to be that way sometimes, but no one can consistently stay that way because that's not real. You have to be able to go with the flow of life. Being perfect means that this person's a tight ass, likes to control things, likes to do things their way. And so, again, they're too busy in that logical mind, but their what their true feelings are, again, is a lot of passion, and like where obsessive behavior, which is not like uncommon for a person that again is coming from a place of lack. So let's see. And I also feel like this person was abandoned in childhood. Like, so emotional abandonment is just as severe as physical abandonment. But I feel like this person was both, had both. Or like a parent might have like went to their boyfriends, or like parents were divorced and had to work, that there was some sort of element that they were by themselves. So they have this fear on top of that. And so you're dealing with a person that has a lot of shadows, or if this is you, Gemini, then you have a lot of shadows. Let's see what they're going to do. There is something I am hiding from you. Of course, there is. Again, this person has shame. They want to be perfect. So there's a lot they're hiding from you. You're probably not even dealing with the person that you think that you're dealing with. Because remember, this person is showing you what they want to show you. Doesn't mean that they don't have feelings. I am filled with regret. Again, anything that's going to add more shame, if that's again, it's the way that your person sees things, is their approach to life. I mean, instead of like trying to find a solution after a while, what we see is a lot of obsessive behavior. I'll come back for you. So again, I think in their mind, they do believe that they will come back. And I do also think that they will, because there's a lot of passion there and there's so much obsessive thinking about it that they will come back. My issue is like, let's see what they did in the past. Apology. They never got you, they didn't treat you right. I feel like this person, when you met them, was very self-righteous. Again, had a big ego, pretended to be this persona. And that's the problem. When someone's not coming from their true self, they overcompensate. So if they have $5 in their like bank account, they're going to pretend that they have $500 in their bank account because they're not coming from their true self. They're trying to feel what that would look like. So they either overcompensate or undercompensate. I feel like this person had feelings for you, but the deep inadequacy that they felt, they gave so little, and they were so manipulative in trying to make you believe how desirable that they are, that they lost the whole point. And the whole point was to build a connection, but the fact that they felt that they weren't good enough, they had to create this whole charade in order to like hope that you would chase them. You know, they didn't want to seem vulnerable. They wanted you to seem like so vulnerable to them that again, more desirable to feed their ego, not coming from the higher self. So they never apologized. Hmm. And again, there was a sense of they wanted you to believe that you were the only person that they were talking to in this relationship. Because I feel like for some of you guys, it never even got off the ground. I just feel like they tried to act like that they were like not like this player person, but they were like this perfect person. They weren't this perfect person. I feel like again, this person had many different people. They had many different people because they felt inadequate. So they need people to give to them. See, that's the problem when a person is perfect and they're trying to keep that appearance up after a while, they need to see it. They need it. It's like almost like a drug, which is again acts like an obsessive behavior, which is really toxic. So I feel like this person cheated and never gave you an apology. One more. And so you felt like you were forgotten about. But the thing is, I don't feel like they ever really had true feelings for that person either. It's again, they were coming from a place of, yeah, like passion, but it's like passion, like where you're attracted to someone and for that moment. And then even after you sleep with them or after you hang out with them, like you're like, oh, I'm not really attracted to them. It's like thrown away because this person lives by their addictions in order to, again, keep up that facade. So we'll see. What they know is that they want to come back. They want to fix it. I don't think that they know how to fix it, is what the issue is. So I would say, you know what? Why did you attract a person like this into your life? For it to be really beneficial, because we can know that this person is going to come back and they know that it's a past life connection or what type of connection. It's like my heart, yeah, like we can give a lot of explanation like I miss you, let's both stop running away, like, but that's not even important. What's important here is why did you attract this person into your life? It's like they seem to be like again all over the place. We see a lot of wounds here. So, like I said, if it's a soulmate, that's a past life, karmic mate, twin flame, you're supposed to transmute some sort of negative energy, and it would have came from way before you met this person. Love, not getting enough love, and which ironically, that's what this person has, right? So you're a mirror of who and what comes into your life. That's how the universe works. Again, to find out the truth of who you are and the truth of what you want. Again, I don't think that you lived by your truth. You were conditioned not to, and so was this person. That's why you didn't feel loved. I have to play this role in order to be accepted. I have to not share what's going on. I can't express my pain because that would bring even more shame to the family. So again, but finding your truth, and that's what I feel like this person is finding. And again, lies and secrecy of stop hiding, like again, the lies from how you grew up, the lies that this person, again, the secrets that had to be hidden from the rest of the world because of shame is why you and this person have come together. So again, it's a very important lesson of finding that when you live your truth, you attract love. That's what it is. It's that you have to become love by doing what you love. And that's, we find ourselves. And so that's the way to integrate this spiritual wound for this person too. So I believe that you're a catalyst for this person's healing because you again affected them. You made them look at their behavior, and inevitably that makes them change. And that's what transmutation is. That's when we can see ourselves differently. And that's when we can begin to attract better things into our lives. I'm going to leave that there. Gemini, I hope you resonated with this video. And if you did, don't forget to give it a like. I'll talk to you soon.